Okay, I get up and running. All right, here we go.
You go watching?
I think so when people start showing up.
You said two people.
You were probably one of them. Tavern's open, ladies and gentlemen. Well, welcome to the test first live stream from the Doghouse Tavern. How's everyone doing this wonderful, wet first evening of spring? I'm not by myself, though. I do have my buddy Brian over here. Say hello.
Hello. Evening, everybody.
I didn't have an elaborate plan for shit to do tonight, but it's kind of the first test run, making sure the initial setup of all this stuff works. So we're just kind of gonna hang out, shoot the shit, and see where it goes from here. So
It is what we do best.
fair enough. But what's any time at the bar? I want a fresh lager. For those of you who are out probably celebrating St. Patrick's Day weekend, hope you're having a fun St. Patrick's Day. Don't drink and drive and be stupid. Don't add yourself to the mortuary list. Ah.
All right,
Fred, by the way, for those of you, that's my little buddy Fred, Basset Hound. You'll hear him pitter pattering around here on the floor once in a while.
Fred. Exactly, little.
He's a Basset Hound. He's fat. He's dragging his transmission off the floor these days.
Yeah.
He walks through the snow in these 5 imprints, 4 paws and 1 belly. Ain't nothing better. Oh, and unlike most bars these days where you can drink and get intoxicated, but you can't smoke because, California might give you cancer, we're happy to let you have a cigar or a pipe in this place. So if you're tuning in at home, hanging out, have a toke, have a smoke, have your favorite drink, and hang out for a while.
Thanks for the call out on the audio there, Heather. Hopefully we get it figured out. Like we said, this is just kind of the beta test run, making sure everything's working smooth.
What problem?
I said the audio is skipping in and out a bit. Well, considering I think we were just using the computer mic, I can kind of understand why a little bit.
It's probably peaking every once in a while. Yeah, it's just kind of a test run. It is what it is. If it works perfectly the first time, it works perfectly. It's probably not going to. It's been a while since I played around with streaming and Streamlabs and all that. But trust me, I have the equipment to make it sound better. It's being lazy today.
Well, it's a rainy Friday in March. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Gotta start somewhere. Did you send the link to the better,
Yeah.
my better half? Try to sleep because I don't see her coming out.
You're shocked by this?
Well, it is 9 o'clock. I could just move the entire stand.
If this is a work in progress, we'll figure it out eventually. We're rednecks, not rocket scientists.
But yeah, I work in a car lot for a living. I'm not an engineer for fuck's sake. All I can say is in the future there is a sign on my bar that says if you find anything offensive in here, let us know because we could use the extra good laugh. No, wokest bullshit going on here. But everyone's welcome regardless. Just keep your opinions to yourself somewhere.
Yep.
Because I don't care who you are, I don't care what you are, I don't care what color of the rainbow you are. We're all humans.
You're a decent person, you're all right with us.
Either a raving lunatic, that's another story.
Still might be all right with us, depending.
True. My, did I show you this one before?
Yeah, you showed me that one before.
My,
the paints are in the scrape already?
no, it's supposed to look like that because it's vault tag.
Of course.
My
I forgot about that.
My $4 Temu zip bag. Which reminds me, I still never fixed my other.
That's a project for daylight.
The problem is every time it's daylight, I forget.
That's a fair point, too.
You can't hear the radio.
I don't have audio up on it.
Because if you do, I kind of got to turn down. It's my cat.
I can't really hear.
That's fine. If you can't clearly hear, that's fine. I forgot I do have this that you can see the chat on one screen. Although it's not bringing my channel. Really gotta fix that. Or just look at it.
I'm checking in with Heather, see what she could hear. All right, she couldn't hear the background music, so we're good there.
I didn't think so. That microphone's probably not that sensitive.
Yeah. It looks like it's just going to be you and me bullshit for a while.
Yeah, at least it gives it a chance to see if we have any internet skip. I don't think I should have any internet skipping. I have the next to best internet I can get.
Yeah.
Until we get fiber out here and can have congruent speed. If that's what they call it. I don't remember that even what they called it.
Symmetrical.
Symmetrical.
How the hell do I remember this shit?
Well, it's what it is. Well, congruent is sort of the same.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to film it as a separate tour one of these days. The tavern isn't exactly huge. It's a shed with an outdoor patio and outdoor cooking area.
Yeah, I've been in bathrooms bigger than this.
I've been in bathrooms smaller, so.
I mean, my bathroom is maybe half the size of this, not even.
I never understood houses with large bathrooms. You go in there to take a shower and take a shit. Is there really a reason to have a giant bathroom?
Well, yeah, you don't want your knees in the vanity under the sink.
Fair point, but you just, it needs enough room to shit, shower, and shave.
I am of the larger persuasion. I need a little more room to move around.
Well, yeah, I'm not exactly tiny over here. I mean, I know I work with Hondas for a living, but I fit in them surprisingly well.
Well, it's not the fitting in, it's the getting in and out.
Huh?
I don't need to hear myself on repeat. Bad enough I hear myself the first time. I can only imagine if we get a spike in here for one of these.
Or once we get a few under our belt and actually know what to do.
Yeah, sure.
Because even like Jason or Spoon put it, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta learn.
I know one thing we got to do.
What's that?
We got to have a toast for the man, the myth himself, who left us today.
Absolutely.
Mr. Chuck Norris.
Ladies and gentlemen, raise a glass to the one and only Chuck Norris, Walker, Texas Ranger.
Wolf McQuaid.
Thank you. I can't remember all the other accolades.
Braddock.
One last Chuck Norris joke. Chuck Norris did not die. He just took the Grim Reaper's job.
And he went to another realm to find more opponents that were better. Cheers to you, sir. I still want to know what happened. Like I saw the other day, they said he was in the hospital.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
He was rushed to the hospital yesterday, but they said he was doing fine. They said he was up talking to the hospital staff and everything, and the next thing like that, today he's dead.
I don't know.
And he just had his 84th birthday like 4 days ago.
He's 86.
86th birthday, like, what, 3 days ago?
Yeah, not that long.
It was one day.
Family's playing it pretty close to the chest, which I'm not gonna fault them for.
I mean, he was 86.
True.
No matter how good a shape you're in, when it's time to punch the card, it's time to punch the card. When they come knocking to take you to the other side, time to go. Although I still think he probably died years ago, and it took the Grim Reaper all this time to get the balls up to go. Mr. Norris, it's your turn.
Yeah, that could be very well true.
Still came as a shock.
Yeah, I mean, dude was at least publicly was a picture of health.
For 80 something years old.
To look at him, I would have put him in his 80s.
Yeah, 70s.
Yeah, at least 70s, but not mid 80s. Let's see. Too damn many buttons to think about.
Oh, I saw a good one today. I had to take a road trip for work down to Philly to pick up a car for customer. I passed a Cybertruck pulling a small tractor, like a small front end loader. And it looked like it was doing it quite well.
Hmm.
And then I also saw, I don't remember what town I was passing through, but someone looked like they had the method to use version of Jurassic Park Jeep. Like it was an old 90s or 80s TJ Jeep with spray rattle can to look like the Ford Explorers from Jurassic Park, the original one. And then it had Boss Hog bullhorns on the hood. I'm like, this Jeep's got an identity crisis.
Yeah, pick a genre, buddy.
Pick a decade at least.
Was it as good as that duct tape van that we found?
Duct tape van.
Were you with me for that?
I don't think I was with you for that. The only duct tape van that comes to my mind is a friend I knew whose mom bought a van used, and it had the frame duct taped together.
Oh no, this one was up at the U pull it was a
Oh, that might have been. Were we getting offended for like your wife's car or something, or door or something?
yeah. I don't remember what we were up there for.
If it was then probably it was.
Duct tape paint job. At distance, it actually looked pretty good. But once you got up close, holy shit.
Well, anything at a distance looks alright.
And I found a in-date can of Chef Boyardee inside of it.
Yeah, I was there for that because I remember trying to dare you to try, and you're like, nope.
Yeah, crazy, not stupid.
When I was in high school, I remember there was a kid in my high school who took a '85 Dodge K car and painted it like the General Lee with Walmart exterior grade paint.
Oh, Jesus.
He always wanted to get the horn for it, but the car blew up before he could find the horn for it. Well, it was one of the older models, I think, that had the turbo in it. And if you remember anything about the turbo four-cylinder on the K car, they like to blow head gasket.
Oh, yeah. You go not quite as bad as the Subarus, but you could
Set your watch by it.
just about. Where does he play drums?
What doesn't he play? For point. He's worse than we are with picking up things.
It's that special brand of tism.
I didn't think I'd seen that. I wanted to see what
I do miss seeing him pop up in Jurassic videos, just as or Jurassic popping up in his.
I still want to know whatever happened to the first guy before him.
There was somebody before him?
Yeah, you don't remember, I forget his name now. But he was dealing with some demons and stuff. And he's fine now, last I saw, but he hasn't posted anything on YouTube in a couple of years. Eric, his last name was Welder. I forget what his first name was.
Oh, that's when he was still in the city, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. God, that was long ago.
If you hear a loud whistle in the background, I have neighbors that are a little weird, and they're probably running a leaf blower at 8 o'clock at night, 9:30 at night, in a rain. Unless I'm just hearing a whistling sound somewhere else.
It's definitely some kind of motor.
Well, they were out there when I came home in the rain, running the leaf blower.
At least they're not trying to mop the rain.
At least that we witnessed, allegedly.
I'm going to leave that comment alone.
My wife likes the
You know what I'm saying? They're probably getting ready for their next service.
Oh.
They do have their own religion over there.
I don't think they're bad.
The Crystal Methodists.
I don't think they're bad. Not for a second. Besides, they do this every year when it gets to this time of year.
I don't know.
I mean, if you got a time to you need things to get something done, I guess. But I don't know how you blow leaves when it's raining.
Look, I'm not I would say I'm not a smart man. But
I've never been called genius. Huh? Huh? No, I guess you notice it sometimes for things.
Oh.
I was the one from when he first started. I didn't turn the microphone on. That's a new one. I never did that before. Usually just tells you when your computer's.
Hey, your mic's not on.
Usually just lets you know when like your computer's running something slow. Which I'm surprised this dinky laptop is running okay so far.
Surprisingly, with everything being cloud-based for the most part, on most of these, it shouldn't be too resource intensive.
It's hard to explain if you've never used Streamlabs. If your computer can be a bit iffy, I guess it doesn't matter technically because I'm not saving the recording to my computer. YouTube's probably gonna save my back end.
Yeah. I did put the link in the group chat so you see the spikes around, see if it'll pop on.
Well, at least it's finally spring. Maybe it's like a fucking winter.
Yeah, but whoever's holding Mother Nature's beer needs to pour it out. She's already drunk.
It's always weird during the transitional times of the year, like spring and fall. But I love how, what is it? The weather always tries to go with the extremes of the weather, and they try to blame it on the usual suspects.
Mm-hmm.
But then 5 seconds after they're done talking about it, they go, "This hasn't happened since 1885 in like Texas." Like I guess the other day, California had the warmest winter temperature of 100 degrees in a desert in California. Imagine that, a desert. Well, the last time a temperature that hot was recorded in America on that date was in Texas in 18 something or other. It's like, so while it's an anomaly, and it's statistically still a possibility.
Yeah.
Just like when they always say something's a 100-year or a 1,000-year storm, it doesn't mean it happens every 100 years. It just means statistically it's a 1 in 100-year thing. It doesn't mean it has to happen 1 in every 100 years.
Yep.
Not a good old 90s country. Country was still country.
I'd say one of the country's best decades.
It does seem like, I don't know if you listen to Zach Topolo, the guy that I listen to.
Not really.
Well, he said something interesting in an interview. He goes, I take a notice even before I started to come around. He's like, I don't remember how exactly he said it, but he's like, okay, we went through the early 2000s where things got really poppy. Then we had the bro country years. Now it seems
Let's
like,
not remember those.
but he's like, if you think about it, look at how country was in the 80s. They went from really country to progressively more 80s pop and popular. And then it's cycled back around to the 90s country that we all loved. And that's doing the same thing again. It's just cycling back around. It's a cycle. It always happens.
Yeah, country music always was.
It's a catch-all.
No, it's always. I'd say 10 years after whatever is considered popular.
But then it cycles back to where it started from that time.
If you think about it, 80s country and 70s rock.
They're about the same thing.
Exactly. So they're about 10 years off. Rock becomes country 10 years later.
Well, everything starts off from folky music anyway and goes from there. You went from blues, you went from like folk music to blues music, mix them two together, you started to get the early like rock style music. Then you went into the 50s, and then you got the beach music from California. Which, if you think about it, you ever see? There was a video I saw, I think on YouTube a couple years ago. The guy took like popular metal songs and turned all the distortion and stuff off. And
beach rock is just metal without distortion, and surf rock with distortion is metal. I didn't want to believe it till I listened to it, and holy shit! I actually had Dwayne and Lisa listen to that.
Oh yeah.
And they're musicians through and through. Dwayne just started laughing. He's like, "You're right."
It's just like with country music. There's only so many songs you can write that fit into a full 4 times in the same 5 chords.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, you do need to spice it up. Speaking of, I see Tim McGraw's going in the Country Music Hall of Fame in fall.
Really?
I forget who the other 2 guys were. I think the Everly brothers were going in.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, at least Bluegrass got nobody for James.
Yeah.
But what the hell was it? The other guy, I know who he is, but I can't ever think of his name. He was a songwriter guy. I have to look at the article.
Keith Whitley's not in there yet, is he?
I think he is.
If he's not, he should be.
Oh, you see his kid found some lost music?
Yeah, I did.
My only problem with that is it seems kind of ironic that he found lost music a year or so after Shooter Jennings was given music of Waylon's that wasn't really lost, it just never got released. It was like cuts off of albums from the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Which I have that album, it's really good. My wife had it for Christmas.
Because sometimes those late release or tribute albums are better than you expect. I'm not gonna say better than the original.
Well, in this case, the one with Waylon was music he sung 30, 40 years ago, but
yeah,
it was like when they made the album and they wanted 13 songs on it, and these were like songs 15 through 20 that didn't make it.
Yeah.
So they sat in this recording studios.
Well, not yet. There wasn't enough room on the B side of the record. Not enough to press the second one.
Or they were only going to make so many out of the same time anyway.
Like one that kind of jumps to my mind of I'll call it the tribute one was the Bradley Barnes sessions. It was George Jones' album. He was still on all the songs, but he was singing them with other artists.
Yeah.
And honestly, some of those are some of my favorite versions of his stuff because you could tell he was having fun with it. That one wasn't for a paycheck. That was him having a good time.
Those are usually the better ones.
Oh yeah.
The thing that always kills me when you listen to a lot of the old music that we do is if there's a song you don't like by a particular artist, that same song's probably sung by 5 other artists. Which runs into a problem for me because you've heard the song "Can't You See" by Allman Brothers Band.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Waylon does a version of it. Hank Jr. does a version of it, and they're all good. So it's like,
which one do I want on my phone? Can't decide, so I'll put all 3 of them on there and roll the dice.
I can't help but point this out. I don't watch a lot of movies these days.
Yeah, neither do I.
But I have to get a kick out of something. It seems like this week it's like the deli counter line to be the leader of Iran the last couple of weeks. Now serving Ayatollah number 27. Make that 28.
I think you're the one who said it to me. They're not gonna stop with their whole religion because now Chuck Norris is up there. There's no more virgins left.
Yeah, I think I saw. I think I said it when before I got out of work this afternoon. He supposed when he walked up the steps, St. Peter's like, nope, nope, just go on in.
Here's your key. Bruce Lee's waiting for you.
It's not good when you go down. Maybe we should figure out how to make a basset on Barstool. Although I'm not taking his ass out.
You know, if we put a ramp up there, he'd probably come up on it.
Probably. He doesn't mind when I pick him up. Not that I want to pick him up after I've had a couple, because I would feel just dead right horrible if I dropped a little fuck.
He'd forgive you.
Look, I'm sure there's someone still laughing the last time I took him to get his nails trimmed. Remember that that last really cold weekend we had where the thermometer failed to read above a positive temperature for a day?
Mm-hmm.
I had already scheduled his nail trimming appointment, so I had no choice but to take him. I felt like the Antarctic version of the snowman. I really felt like the snowman.
You were the snowman.
Yeah. And then trying to get him back in the truck at first. He's like, I don't want to go in the truck. I want to smell the things. It's like, no, get your butt in the truck. It's freaking cold. I just know I picked him up and the guy in the truck next to me was like, you can laugh. I think it's funny too. I just want to get his chunky butt in the truck.
Did you deserve a cheeseburger after that?
He came home and got a treat. Yeah.
Okay. You got something. He is good.
He's better these days. Anxiety medicine. I don't know what it is, but basically. Well, what do you say?
We got some. I'm seeing another. There's launch.
Oh, yeah?
But they ain't in Athens, so I have no idea if there is anybody there or not. Nope, back to one.
You can't trust the lemons either sometimes.
Yeah.
You're on YouTube, right?
Yeah. I'm still seeing it. A little laggy on my end.
Because I'm messing around with the computer, that's why.
Figure exactly how long the lag is.
Well, that's going to vary by user.
Yeah,
Why does it show on here like I'm not doing anything?
I was showing live. It's showing now. It's showing 3 people watching. But there it is. What now?
Oh no, it's. I think it's. I get a feeling because it's using this. It's.
Okay, it's just technically.
I like I said, it's been a while that I played around with the software itself. I forget how it interacts with YouTube.
Yeah. But it is what it is.
How long has it been going?
We've been on here.
Probably been almost not quite an hour.
40, 45 minutes, I think. We jumped on right around 9. It's quarter 10.
And the only time I seen it have issues in this when I was playing on the computer,
Yeah.
trying to figure something out. Which is fine because I won't be doing much on the computer while it's going anyway.
Yeah. Anybody out there watching it, pop in the comments. Let us know you're there and hearing us at least. Make sure everything's working right.
I think right, and I'm gonna rewatch this back anyway. But some live feedback.
Yeah. I mean, I know we may not be the most entertaining people to listen to just bullshitting back and forth, but this is only a test. Yes.
I know what I forgot to do.
What's that?
I gotta make this one of those screens for like taking a break. Not that I have to, but wouldn't hurt. For the ones who show up in the middle of it, if I happen to step away or we step away or something. I suppose. Well, I am thinking about it. I know no one's watching at the moment, which is fine. But those who's going to watch this later stumble upon it. There's going to be other content on this channel too. Live streams is going to be kind of like, do we want to say weekly?
Periodically.
Periodically thing.
Depends who's around, what there is to talk about.
Or times I feel like babbling by myself. Or when there's enough people to be here by myself. Why is that internet acting? That's weird.
Try this. It's supposed to taste like like an ice pop, so
Good luck with that.
son of a bitch. Yeah, there's a good pour here for you.
What do you say? That's enough for today. Go test see what we did.
Yeah.
Come back at it.
Well, folks, anybody pops in later, watches this on the later rerun, chime in comments, let us know, what the audio sound like. I know the video is probably pretty good.
I probably should get better. I do have better cameras, but just flying what we got. Handy. Well, till the next one.
Have a good weekend. Good night.
Maybe one of us will be here tomorrow. I don't know what I feel like. We'll see. But cheers, everybody.